Hey, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I stuck with some other class. So, okay, can you hear me, guys? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? So, yeah. So, yesterday, where we stopped, yesterday we discussed about how to send a request to the server or not. How to send a request to the server and how to get the response and display that response in the tabular format or in the list format or whatever it is. Did you complete it? Anyone completed? Anyone completed? No one completed. At least one person. Working people leave it. Remaining people. What about remaining people? Why you are not? Hmm? Oh, yeah. This one, right? Okay. So can I go to the next requirement? Can I tell? Let's go to our requirement. What is our requirement? Yesterday's requirement. Tell me what's our requirement. I have the URL and method. I have to send the request to the server. First, posts. I want to send a request to the server and get the posts and prepare a list. Prepare a list. Okay, let's start. Now, can I create Ajax 2.html? Okay, tell me who can help? Who can help? The requirement is very simple. I want to send a request and get the response. I want to show that response in the list format. That's it. Come on. Let's start. Any one of you. First of all, if you want to send a request to the server, what mandatory inputs are required? If you want to send a request to the server, what mandatory inputs are required?
URL.
XML HTTP class.
No. Yeah, listen my question.
Ajax.
Listen my question. If you want to send a request to the server, what mandatory inputs are required as a client-side developer?
URL.
URL.
and request method.
And listen and tell me the answer. URL and request.
Request method.
Okay, who will provide?
Server side.
Server.
Provide. Server-side developer or not? Server-side developer or not? Once you provided this URL and method, okay, you have to use the URL and method and send a request to the server by using what? By using
Ajax.
Ajax or not? Okay, in our class, series we are going to discuss. Already one way done. What is that? XML
HTTP request.
HTTP request.
using XML HTTP request. The next one using fetch method.
Fetch method and Axios.
Using Axios third-party library or not? XML HTTP request is which type?
Class type.
Is a class. Which type of class? Two types of classes, right? In JavaScript, functional
class. Functional class.
or not. Functional class or not. Fetch method is a class of functional. Fetch
Function.
is a function. Axios is what?
It's a library.
Is a third-party library. Third-party library. Axios is a third-party library or not. Okay, now these two we'll discuss later. Okay, let's do some practice on this XML HTTP request. Okay, let's start. The same examples we are going to do by using fetch, by using Axios also. Come on, what do you have to do? First, I need one button to get the posts. Tell me, I need one button. How we can?
Input tab.
Okay, button. Get close my button. Next. Come on.
Event handling on.
You have to write the event handler. Tell me, write the event handler. Which event?
On click.
On click.
On click.
Handler should be what?
Function.
Function click.
Function.
Function click. Function call.
Function caller.
Function click.
Handler is a function caller.
Click.
Function.
Handler is like this. Like this.
Function only.
Handler always
Function only. Function only.
function call, right? Okay, you should not be like this. If you like this, then what happened? What happened?
On page.
What happened? First time load on, it's called or not. First
Yes.
time only called or not. You want first time loader? Button.
No.
Button. Okay, so should not be function call. In React, whenever you trigger an event, the event handler call by passing how many arguments?
Event.
One argument.
Arguments. Question: how many arguments?
One argument.
What is that argument?
Event.
Event object or not?
Event
What is that
object.
event object? Synthetic event or not? That tells something about what? Which event you triggered, okay, on which element you triggered, all the event information you can get it or not. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, if you want to stop the event propagation to the next level, then if you want to stop it. Okay, did we discuss event bubbling capturing or not discussed? Did we discuss it or not discussed?
Not this.
No, not discuss.
Leave it. No problem. We'll discuss JavaScript topic. Okay. We used event, right? Already. Event object we used, right? Event object. See this event object we used or not? Okay. Okay. Then.
Yes.
Next. Come on. Here. What code you want?
कधी घ्यायची सापडली आजार मला घालला घ्यायचे होते
What code you want to write?
Sir, please mute all, sir. It's disturbance.
Yeah, if you not talk, just keep on mute here. Okay. Yeah, tell me. What code you want me to write here?
XML HTTP class.
Okay. Before start, what input is required for you? Don't respond already. This
URL is required.
is not a new class, right? New topic, right? Respond from your end. URL and method. Perfect.
Yes.
URL and method. Who will provide this URL and method to you?
Server side.
Server.
Now I am the server side guy. Okay. My responsibility is what? I have to give the URL and method to you or not. Okay.
So why do we need URL and method?
Second,
Why do we need the URL and method?
hey, if you want to communicate with me, okay, just you want to talk with me directly, then the time you should have to come to me, right? If you want to come, first of all, address you know or not? Same like that. My
Oh, okay.
application want to communicate with the server application means where my server application resides. That address is required or not? That resource
Yes.
resides.
Okay.
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 So this is my URL. This is my URL mandatory. These two. Method is what? Get method. So as a server side guy, I provided these details to you. Think like that. What is your next level step? Come on. You have the URL and method now. What you can do?
Get URL.
Just call.
Open that request.
You have to send a request to the server or not. By using what? By using Ajax. Handle Ajax. Using which class?
XML HTTP request.
XML HTTP request. XML HTTP request is which type?
Class.
It's
Functional
a class.
Functional class.
So can I create an object? Yes or no?
Yes, yes.
Done. Now, first you have to prepare the request. Okay. Once the request not prepared, what I can send it to the server? By using which method you want me to prepare?
Open method.
The method respond. Remaining people also respond. Okay. Open method take how many arguments?
Two
arguments.
arguments.
What are those? See,
Request type and
and URL. These are given by whom already?
Servers.
Server side.
So that URL method, your method is like get, my URL is what? This is my URL. My request preparation is done. Once you prepared, you want to keep with you or you want to give it to me? Or what?
Send.
Send to the request.
So you have to do what?
send.
Send.
So how we can send it?
Object dot send.
Obj.send. Okay. While sending the request, are you pass any data? Am I expecting any data? At
No.
this-
No.
No.
Now, once you send it, that request comes to me. I'm the server side guy, right? Okay, what I can do?
Give it a response.
Do the request. Process the request. Next. Prepare.
Print the
Send
request.
request to the client.
And send the response to.
Request to client.
These are all things done by whom?
Server side first.
Server side.
Server.
Okay, no need to bother about this one from your end. After some time, I want to give the response or not. Do you think always the response is like success?
No.
Do you think always failure?
No.
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 It is success or failure. Either success or failure, whatever it is, I have to handle it or not. So how we can handle it? By using which callback?
Onload.
Onload is the callback. Onload method executed means what? What do you think?
Success.
Success.
My request, first point is what? Request completed or not?
Completed.
First
Completed.
Completed.
With what? With what?
Success.
Success means
On error executed means what? My request got completed with failure response.
Failure.
Then, okay, can we run this?
yes.
Okay, now it is like success. Okay, where I can track, is it really, keep on, really, okay, my request send my browser, I'm getting the response or not, where I can track it as a UI
On,
developer.
on network type.
Can I open the network? Can I go to my network? Can I clear it? Okay, in my network tab, anything is there? No. If I refresh the page, now see this, these many things, my browser send a request to ajax.html local missions and these files and display this content or not. So these all are like file formats. Observe files, right? HTML file, JS, file, JS, file. If it is like a file, my request send my browser for file, those files stored where? The file explorer format in the source. Yes or no? Okay, now if I click on the get post, one more request go to where? One more request go to where? Go to where?
Network.
Go to my server side application, not for a file, right? Yes or no? Okay, what is my request method? Get. What is my request URL? This is my URL. Request headers, nothing but what? It is going to tell something about what? Request headers.
Request
It tells something about the request. Who prepare the request headers?
client.
Client. Who going to use the request headers? Respond to many people. Who is going to use this request?
Server side guy.
Server side.
Who prepare the response headers?
Server side.
Server side guy or not? Send it to whom?
Client
Client.
side.
And
Who has to read that response headers?
Client.
Client or not? Okay. Now header spot is done. Now see my response. See this? This is my response or not? How many are there? These many are there. These many are there. Now the response of XML HTTP request always in which format?
JSON.
Area of
String format. String.
Yes, string format.
String format. So if it is like a success, if I get the data, so how we can get the data? Response data. Obj dot response text. This is which type?
Say text type, string type.
String type or not? If it is string, contains JSON only. Okay, how we can convert string to JSON?
We need to parse.
JSON dot.
JSON dot parse.
Parse.
Okay, now this is my response or not? This response I want to use, I want to keep, okay, in which format? As per my requirement.
List part.
Okay, in the list, I need only title. In the list, I need only title. Okay, let's start. First of all, this response can I manage the state variable? How we can
Yes.
manage?
By using state hook.
Data. Set the data. React dot. Okay, don't write like this. Okay, write like this. Practice. React dot. Use state is the hook.
Use
Which
state.
how many arguments?
2 arguments.
Two arguments.
One argument.
No.
One
It's
argument.
object type.
One argument. What is that argument value in this object?
Empty array.
Yeah. See, think. You are trying to store which kind of data? Multiple posts. Multiple means array, right? Okay. So like a string, put empty string. If it is like a array, multiple elements I want to store here. So this is what? Empty array. Returns me what?
Array.
Array. Do you want me to change? Don't change. Okay. First value is what? One variable which is holding your initial data or not. Second one is what?
Set data.
Set data.
Set
That's it.
The function which is used to update this data or not. So
Yes.
that function set data of what? Response. Okay, if it is a failure, set data of empty. Now once you have the data, I want to prepare the list. How you can prepare the list? Directly prepare. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oh, yes.
Add a list. Yes.
Li.
Li.
Hello. Where is my data?
In data.
This is my data.
Use state.
In the data, how many objects are there? That many LIs you have to create. So can we iterate it?
Map.
Yes.
Every time it gives me what?
Uh,
Index.
First time, first object, second time, second object,
Index.
like that or not? Yes or no? By
Yes.
using first object, I want to prepare one LI. In the object, multiple properties are there. Which property you want me to use it?
Object dot
Title.
title.
Right. So that can I use that one?
Yes.
Obj dot title.
Title.
Now can I give the unique identity? How can give
li underscore plus index.
index li underscore? Okay, this is not a mandatory one. Okay, this format, but recommended to use like this. Okay, done. Now can I
Yes.
go to our form? Can I refresh everything? Can I click on this get posts? Can I able to see 100 posts? This is on the
Yes.
requirement, right? Okay, can we go to the next one? What is that?
Comments table.
Comments in the table format. Comments in the table format. Okay, let's start. I write one more. What is that? Ajax 3. Okay, let's start. I get hello. Yes. Same story. What do you have to do?
Create button.
Okay, create one button. Button get
Comments.
okay, next.
Handler.
On click.
On click.
Okay, can we do one thing? Okay, can we handle comments as well as photos in the same page by using reusable component? Can we handle comments and photos in the same page?
Yes.
Yes. By using table D.
Okay, now get
Photos.
Photos.
now right on click. Okay, here function get
Get comment.
now here on click
Function.
get
Photos.
Photos.
the name can be anything. Okay, here can I add the handler? Can I define the handler? Yes. Okay, one more handler. Constant function get. Done. Okay, next.
Create tables.
Table is component.
Before that, okay, if you want to send a request to server, okay, you have to get the URL and method for this, URL and method for this or not. Okay, still you not, okay, still you not received from the server side. Okay, meanwhile, what you can do? Can you create a reusable component?
Yes.
Can you create a reusable component? Let's create. Come on. Constant
Table.
table. Returns what? It should return what? One
Table.
table. Help me. I want to write everything. Right. Border.
And pixel.
Border. 4 pixel or what?
Pixel.
Table contains what?
TDs.
Figures. Keyboards.
Heading section.
Body section.
The next one is what? Body section. In my heading section, what we have? In my heading section. In my heading section, what we have? Come on.
TD.
My head has one row or not? My heading has one row. My heading has one row. Okay. That row contains what? Headings. How many headings you want?
One heading. Dynamic.
None.
One heading there.
3.
Okay, that's depends, right? I don't know that. I don't know that. Okay, I can prepare 10 headings. If you give 10 TH, I can prepare 2 headings, 2 TH I can prepare. So under this particular TR, okay, how many THs are required? Can you give me the data? Can you expect the data from outside only? So how we can get the data from outside? By using
Props.
Props. Props.
Props.
what is my prop key? What is my prop key?
Headers.
Headings.
Headers.
Headers.
Mandatory.
Yes.
So that means name is mandatory. Okay, headers like this one, you have to use the name.
No, I say
Can I use A? Any problem?
yes. No problem.
No problem, right? If you are using A means he has to pass the data with A key.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. So naming convention wise, I want what? Headers.
Headers.
Come on.
Map to function.
TD. TD.
Headers dot map.
Map.
Yes. Return. What?
H.
PH. Every time it gives me val, comma, index.
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 So can I add one unique identity? What is that? Key.
Key.
Come on. PH.
That's good.
4 plus
Index. Index.
Now here,
Yes. Value.
value.
how many headers he passed, that many THs I can create and place inside the TR inside the T head. Heading for done or not?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. What is the next one?
Number of rows is a TR.
Body contains what? Body contains what?
Table rows and columns.
Body
Data.
contains. Body
Data.
contains rows. First, directly body contains what? Table body contains what?
Rows.
Rows. Okay, rows we can prepare based on what? Your data. Your data contains 100 objects means 100 rows you have to prepare or not? Can you ask them the data also?
Yes.
Okay, based on this particular data, okay, what you have to prepare? You have to
First of all,
prepare
Number of rows.
rows.
number of rows.
You have to prepare the rows or not? Data is which type? Data is which? Data is which type?
Data file.
Array.
Unit types.
Okay, of what?
Array.
Array
Array
of
of object.
array of objects or array of objects. Okay, data is nothing but posts. Posts which type? Posts which type? Array of objects. Okay, photos which type? Array of
Array of objects.
or not. Data is an array of objects. Okay, every time it can get one object, comma, index. So here, can I give like a key? What? Table rows we are preparing. Preparing table rows plus index or not. Yes.
Sir, is key is mandatory every time?
Yes.
Like warning it is going to give. Okay, it is not mandatory, but it is gives like a warning so that you have to give that particular key for unique identity purpose to render by the React.
Okay.
So TR gets created. How many? 100 TRs created. Each and every TR should contains what?
TD.
TDs.
TDs.
Or not? Table data, right?
Table.
So
Yes.
how much you have to prepare? Do you know that?
No.
Again map.
Again map method.
That is
Columns.
vary from one table to another table or not? Can you ask them only? Okay, can you give me some columns? Based on that columns, we can prepare what? TDs or not?
Yes.
Yes or no? So
Yes.
can you get the columns dot map? Okay, that column, comma index. So how many columns they given? For example, 3 columns. How many TDs you have to prepare? 3 TDs or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
So my key is what? TD underscore plus IN. Now here, what you want to place? That is the question. In the
Column.
object,
Object.
multiple properties are there. Okay, how many properties are there? Based on that one only, right? From the object, if you want to get this value, think this is the one. If you want to get this value, what is required? Object is required and come on, key is required, right? Key is required or not. So think this is an object and this is the key, like that. Okay, if you have an object and a key, can we get the value? How we can?
Object dot call.
Object
Object dot call.
Call is a static or it's a dynamic value. Keep on changing.
Dynamic.
Then that time
Dot
you want
value.
dot notation or square bracket notation. Go with the
Square bracket.
go with the dot notation. Done. My reusable table component is ready or not?
Yes.
So image we can handle that. Okay, perfect. Next. Okay, meanwhile, my server side guy, okay, send a what?
Request.
URL and method. This is the URL for posts or photos, and the request method is like a, and the request method is like what? Request method is like
Get.
get
Get
method.
method.
Okay then. Now here, what code you have to write? Here, what code you have to write it?
XML HTTP request
XML.
class.
Here, what code you have to write?
Again XML.
Same.
Yeah, is it recommended to write the same code again and again?
No.
No, right? Then
Again one reuse component is
common
required.
functionality. Reusable component are reusability of functionality. Think difference.
Usability of functionality.
Functional.
Template. Table is a template. Component you can go. Now reusability of templates or reusability of functionality.
Functionality.
Functional.
If it is reusability of functionality, then you can go with the components or it's like a normal functions.
Normal function.
Normal
Ah.
function.
So can I write one function here? Constant function send request. Any problem? Okay. Particular function should call from where?
Complement. Button click.
Both or not. So how we can differentiate this particular function should works with what? Photos works with what? Posts. So that photos URL and post URL is different or not. Methods same. URLs are different or not. Then pass the dynamic URL to this one by passing
One argument.
argument. Okay, method is same. So what is the URL for comments? What is the URL for comments? This is my photos, right? Okay, this is my photos. So you can pass this URL. Okay, for my comments, what is my URL? This is my URL. Can I delete this one? Can I copy? Can I paste here? Done. Data go to here or not? Now you can write your stuff. Come on. What is?
XML HTTP class.
Constant obj equals to new XML
HTTP request.
Prepare the request.
Object dot open of URL.
Many people just respond. If you not talk, keep on mute. Many people respond. Yeah, open. What is my first argument?
URL.
First argument is what?
Method.
Get
Get method. Get method.
What is my method name for both
Get.
one,
Get.
so that you can hard code it. What is my URL?
URL.
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 Coming from here and here or yes. Done. Next.
obj.send.
Send.
Send the request send. Next.
On
Once
the
your request send,
Success
Read the
method.
response.
server side guy process the request or process the request. After that,
send.
obj dot
Result success.
onload.
Result.
Onload. It's a success response. Obj dot on error.
Download.
Perfect. Okay. Now, what is the next thing?
Prepare the content.
Yeah, you can get the response. Okay, how you can get the response? Obj dot
Dot.
response text of
Next.
text. That's it. This is which type?
String type.
String. How you can convert?
JSON.
JSON dot
How you
parse.
can? JSON dot.
JSON dot
Parse.
parse. Rest.
Now this is my response. So this response I want to use in the table means can I manage
State.
State variable.
State variable. We have dot use state.
The
Array.
type is
Comments.
empty array. Constant data set data. Can we set the data here?
Yes.
All set. Everyone.
Yes.
Okay, now onwards, just think and tell me okay, how we can achieve our requirement. So, do you want me to put one table or okay, already table is there. You want me to place two tables or one table only?
One table.
One table only. Why? Because you not click okay both buttons at a time, right? Which button you
Yes.
click, data is going to store. This table is a reusable component expecting how many props?
3
Three. What are those?
Headers.
plus
Headers,
Data.
data
Data.
columns.
Columns.
columns. Perfect. Okay, data already there. This is my data or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Data already placed. Think about the headers and columns. Come on. Do you want me to hard code the headers and columns like first example, you hard coded headers and columns. Do you want me to hard code like that? If you hard
No.
code for one table. Okay, but now it is like a comments and photos, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Then think.
We have to use state variable for adults and columns.
Data dot.
Okay. Create two more state variables. Any problem to you? One is like what? Headers, set headers.
Yes.
React dot
Use
use
state.
state of what? Headers or which type?
Array type.
Empty only, right? The next one is what?
Columns.
Columns,
Set columns.
set columns. Yeah. Done. Next. Whenever you click on this particular one, can you set the headers? Okay, either you can set the headers here or either you can set the headers here. No problem. Okay, set
Headers.
okay, next set columns.
Columns.
Okay, now tell me here. Now I'm expecting not only URL, any number of arguments you can pass. Any problem to you?
No.
Okay. Headers, zero headers, don't keep like that. Okay. Headings. Now these headings you can keep here. These columns can we keep? Yes or no? Agree with me? Now data is what? Empty. Okay, error. If it is like an error, don't show anything. Don't show anything. Okay? Don't show anything. Okay. Now my function send request takes how many arguments? My
Three.
function
Sir,
takes how
sir,
many
in
arguments?
set data, sir, in set data, we have to pass
Headings and columns, right? Okay, so which headings you want for comments? You know that. Which headings you want? heading you want for comments? Think. See, this is your response, right? Which one you want to display? ID, name, email, for example. Okay, so headings are what? Come on, ID, name. The next one is what? The next one is what? ID, name. The next one is what? Email. Done. Okay, columns are what? Columns are what?
Array. Array of
Array. Exact names you have to place it. Why? Because I want to retrieve the data by using these keys only, right?
Yes,
What?
yes.
ID. The next one is what?
Name.
Name, email.
The next one is what?
Email.
Title.
Email.
Or same like that for photos also. For photos. Can I go to photos?
Yes.
Okay, this is my response, right? Photos. Photos, what do you want? ID and thumbnail URL, right?
Thumbnail. Yeah.
Yeah, ID. The next one is what?
Thumb.
ID. Okay, the next one is like URL. But here you should have to match, right? ID. The next one is what?
Thumbnail.
Thumbnail URL. Exactly you have to place it. Done. Okay, now in the header spot, can I add headers?
Yes.
In the column spot, can I add calls?
Columns.
Now can you come here? Can I refresh my page?
Sir, in 58 line.
Line number 58. Okay.
This is the not title, only email only.
Yes. That's okay.
Okay.
How can I
Sir,
refresh
in
the
the-
page? Yeah, go ahead. Can I click on the get comments? Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
line number 49, we pass the set data.
49, yeah, set data.
We pass the data. We have to pass rest. I think.
Response, yeah, you're right. Obviously. Any other? Any other? All set?
Yes,
Can
yes.
check? Now, can I click on the get comments? Okay. How many are there? There has 500. Can I click on the get photos? How many are there?
5,000.
5,000. Working as expected or not?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Sir, if you want photos, how to look?
Second?
If you want photos as output,
Photos. Okay. Can you second?
So instead of
Talking-
he's asking for the photos.
You are talking about image, right? Can you repeat again the question? I didn't get exactly.
Sir, can I give hyperlink for that one HTTPS? He is asking like that, I think.
Oh, hyperlink you want?
instead of thumbnails, can we show photos?
Image you have to show. That's the thing, right?
Image. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, you have to customize this one. Okay. Now how we can customize? Now here in the table itself, add has image. Okay, that means images are there or not there. Has image. Okay, one property you can add it. Add image. Has image. Okay, so has image true for what? Which table? Has image false for which table?
Has image true for image table, otherwise false.
Okay, photos table has image is like true. Okay, for my which table? Comments table has image is like what?
False.
False, right? Okay, can you pass the data first? Okay, how we can differentiate here? As image. As image. As image. Come on. As image. Can I create one more state variable? Your wish. Okay, has image. Set
Image.
as image. Okay, here by default is what? False. There is no image. So when it should be like true? When it should be like true? Come on, when it should be like true? When it should be like true? Whenever you send a request from my photos one, my has image last argument should be what? True. Okay, here if it is like comments, my last argument is what?
False.
Okay, yes or no? All are okay? You can customize how you want. Okay, done. Now, if the has image is like true, in the TDs, what you want me to render?
First page.
As image is like true, in the table, what you want me to render? Image has to render. Okay, this is like, okay, TD, it is like normal content or not? Normal content or not? You have to render what? You have to render like a image or not. So can I expect that particular image paths? Okay, that means can I say image URL? Can I say like image URL? That means image columns. Okay, IMG here it's like a normal columns. Okay, can I ask like image columns? Yes or no? If it is like a normal columns,
ఒక 1 minute నేను చూసి వస్తున్నా.
directly I place it like what? OBJ of column I place it. But if it is like image, this particular one you have to render like a source of image tag or not? You have to render like a source of image tag or not? Agreed? Yes or no? So if you have the image columns, what you have to do? If you have the image columns, you have to render. Come on, you have to render what? Inside the TR only, you have to render what?
Image columns.
Yeah, image columns. You have to keep here, not like a direct content. You have to keep inside where my image source equals to that image column. You have to keep it or not? Agreed? How you can get that image column?
Or
This is my column. This is my OBJ. Okay, how you can get it? OBJ of all. Yes or no?
using your
Yes or no? Up here, okay, everyone. So if you have the images, okay, then only you can render this one. Otherwise, don't render it. Okay, if you have the images, then only you can render it. Otherwise, don't render it. Okay, then the time how we can? Can we use like additional render? Ternary app. Okay, and you can use it. Okay, as image. You can use something like this. See, I'm using like has image. Why, you know? Okay, if you not also no problem, but exactly I want to differentiate image is there or not there. Okay, then only you can go with this. So let's go to our table. Okay, now tell me, headers data columns has image is okay. Image columns also you have to pass it or not? Image columns, yes or no? How many props it is expecting?
4, 5.
Okay, now it's like 5 props, image columns also. So can I create one more state variable? I can manage with single state variable later. How to manage will tell. Okay, now it is what? Image columns. Set image columns. Okay, which type? This one or not? Now tell me. Set image columns for what? This one. Set image columns for this one. Okay, can we add the image columns here? Which one image columns you want? Image columns. Image columns. Which image columns you want? that image columns you can place it. Okay, my last argument is what for this? My last argument is what for this? Image columns or not? For my comments, do you have any image columns? No. For my, come on. For my photos, the image column is what? Thumbnail URL or not? So can I remove this one thumbnail URL from here? Can I add it to image columns? Agreed? Yes or no? Can I refresh the page? Can I click on the get comments? Can I click on the get photos? Okay. With me?
Yes.
Everything you can customize based on your requirement. Okay, now if I click on the get comments, it's like normal only. If I click on the get photos, it's like images. Okay, the extra thing is what here? Okay, for now you can use this one. We can manage effectively the state variables by using use reducer later. Okay, now observe here. First of all, images are there or not there for this particular table. If the images are there, image columns you can give it so that I can render all this stuff like this. Okay, most of the times the images are like what? At last or at the starting, not in the middle, right? Most of the times, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. What is the next requirement? Albums, select box. Albums in select box. So Ajax 2 only can take it. It's a matter of 2 lines of code change. First, what change you have to do? Get albums. Come on. This is my data. You can send a request. Albums. Now, can you see the data format? Albums. Yes. What do you want me to show in the select box? Title, right? Once you get the data, select here. Select. What do you want me to render?
Option.
Option. Here, what do you want me to render? Option. Here, what? Right. Right.
Yes.
Now, can I click on open with live server? Okay. Now nothing is there. Are you able to see?
Yes.
Any questions, anyone? Anyone have any questions? Yeah, working people, you can throw up. So let me upload it. Okay. Now, are able to access Kalam Schools, right?
Yes.
Okay. javakit.com also, right?
Yes, sir. How many days to complete this React, sir?
1 month.
In 1 month.
Yeah.
The total course will be completed in 1 month.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Upload it.
Hello, sir.
Yep.
Sir, I have the one question.
Yeah,
Please, sir, in drop downs, country one drop down and city is one drop down, state is one drop down, sir. In countries table, in countries drop down, India or USA or anything is there?
Go ahead.
But in case of my country selected in India,
Mhm.
state and city also only India countries only selected, sir. How get it, sir?
States. Okay. See, you have one drop down is there, right?
Yes,
You
sir.
have the data.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
3 drop downs. Okay. First you select India, right? Okay.
Yes.
Once you select India, you can get that India. You have to filter the data based on the India. How many states are there? That
How many cities are there?
yeah. That filter data you have to keep where? You have to keep inside one state variable. So, okay. I can explain. Otherwise, I can do one thing. Just you can add one more program here. That program. Okay. You can check it.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
I will do it, sir. But city drop down not selected, sir. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah. Okay. I'll do this one here. And I'll
Okay.
take-
Sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, like that. If you have any programs, entry point of view, any programs, if you find, just let me know so that we can add here. So that would help to others.
Okay, sir.
Okay, remaining people, at least one person, one program. Think. Okay, if you don't know the solution, no problem. At least program I want, requirement I want. Okay. Okay then. Thank you guys. Bye.
Thank
I
you, sir.
uploaded, just you can download and you can work on that. Ajax, just practice that Ajax.
Okay, sir.
Thank you.